So how much reading did you have to do?
Well, you are expected to read a lot and do a lot work by yourself. In Russia you have classes every day and a full timetable, but that means that you don't have to do so much work on your own. Here I had classes only 3 days a week and sometimes only like 2 lessons. It might be tempting to take it easy with such a light timetable, but students need to realize that the rest of their time is for study and reading, and if you don't read you may not keep up with other people and with studying overall.
So there is a big main difference between the Italian structure of masters and the English structure of master, of my kind of master, which is a research master. And this difference is that here you are asked to carry on a large amount of independent work. This is not just the difference between the Italian and the English way of doing a master, it's also a difference between an undergraduate and a postgraduate course. So basically what I did is a first term where I have classes and lectures and classic essay to end in, and a second term instead where you have to develop your own research project. You have your supervisor that he will be there to guide you, and you have to ask him every time you need help because he's there for that reason basically. But you have to spend a lot of time alone and working alone and being independent basically. And this has happened when you come back from Christmas holiday basically. So in my experience I had like a feeling of being left alone, being alone there in the lab with no one to help you, and this might make you feel uncomfortable in some way. But you have to remember in those occasions that you have your supervisor and people at university that will help you whenever you need, so don't be afraid to ask for any help that you need.
Oh, when I got the first reading list, my initial plan was that I'm going to read everything during that week in order to keep up with studies. And then when I started to do the research and saw the articles, and the articles were like 60 pages, 40 pages, then I thought that I need an exit strategy, otherwise I couldn't be able to just cope with it. So what I did, I went to post-exam papers and saw what is needed by the end of the year, like for exams, and then I read having in mind the questions, and that helped me to be more selective in my reading. Nevertheless, those articles which were less relevant, I still had a look on it and took notes that just in case if I need by the end of year or if I need in my future. Oh yeah, when I got the reading list, I saw that some of the articles has these stars, or as they call asterisks, and then I didn't know what were they, so what I did, I googled it, and I understood that the stars or asterisks showed the importance of the article which is in the reading list. So I would just say that when you see 3 stars in an article, then it's a must read article.
So what was a typical study week for you?
I had 3 days of classes, and in the 4th day just 2 hours of one class. I think it's very important that a student has off days, because in off days you can study on your own, and these off days really prove beneficial for students who want to self-study.